Hey guys, Tez here and welcome back to my channel. In today's video I'm going to be sharing with you how I had to give my puppy back after only having her for I think 72 hours, so about 3 days. Now it's quite sad what happened, but I just wanted to share this because I feel like lots of people have to do this sometimes but no one really talks about it. I've always wanted a dog growing up, and when I moved out I thought, why not get a dog? It seemed like the perfect opportunity. I'm spending a lot of time at home because I'm quite antisocial and I've not been going out a lot, so I thought, why not get a dog so I can have one and bond with it, because I feel like a lot of people get dogs as a family, but just because I don't have a family doesn't mean that I shouldn't be able to get a dog if I want one. So I was looking for ages and I was saving up because I had to get my finances back in order. And so Thursday I was off work, so I booked a viewing to go see a puppy and see what would happen. So I went to this registered breeders, got there, saw the puppy, fell in love with it. I was like, she's coming home with me. I filled in all the paperwork, got the microchip sorted, and I drove home with her. And I had to go get stuff for the puppy, so I got a bed, a crate, training pads, wipes, toys, like a food bowl, a harness and like a lead. Yeah, so I got those things, and then so first night she cried obviously a little bit, and she cried a little bit and then she fell asleep after I think about 20 minutes. She went quiet and then she woke up I think twice during the night to go pee. So she was quite good. She wouldn't pee in the crate, so I took her out. She had training pads. She was peeing on the pads or outside. I mean, I wasn't going to go outside at 1 AM, so I just used the pad for her. So that was Thursday, and then Friday luckily I had half day because I booked the Friday afternoon off. I don't even know why. So I only had to work in the morning, so woke up quite early to tend to her, and then I did work and then everything was fine. And then so I took her out in my garden, and there's a lot of grass and a lot of plants, so puppies eat grass and plants and all the things that they've never seen before. So she ate a bit and then I got scared because obviously I'm a new puppy mum and I didn't really know, so I was worried that something might have happened. And then after that she didn't want me to pick her up. Like an hour later she would like flinch when I tried to pick her up, and she wasn't being very playful, so I was a little bit worried. So I thought, I'll sleep through the night, see what happens tomorrow. And I think she had a slightly better night than the first night, so I was like, oh, she's probably fine. But then on the Saturday she was really like, she looked lethargic, I guess. So she wasn't really playing, she wasn't eating a lot. So I called the breeders and they'd given me a sheet of how much she should be eating and they'd given me the food. But then in the sheet apparently that was like the adult weight, so obviously she wasn't gonna eat like 160 grams 3 times a day when she was only like 3.9 kilos or something. She was only dinky, bless her. So then I was like, okay fine. So then she ate like half of what she was meant to actually have, and then she wasn't really drinking water, and then I was using like a spoon to give her the water, and I was also like feeding her from my hands because she wouldn't eat it from the bowl. And one of my friends said sometimes it's because they don't like the bowl, so they won't eat from it. So I thought, oh, do you know what, like I'm worried. So I took her to the vets, and when I got to the vets they said she was fine. Her belly was a bit swollen, I guess she'd eaten like grass or whatever, so then her belly was swollen. And they said the only other thing was that she got car sick, so her gums were really wet, but they said she's not dehydrated, her belly felt full, so she's not hungry, so just monitor and see how it happens. So I was like, okay cool. So we got home, and then I think the night time came, and this time she was crying lots. Like she wouldn't stop even after half an hour like before, and I just felt really guilty because I thought, oh, she's had a really tough day, she's had to go to the vet and they gave her an anti-sickness shot. So I just thought, do you know what, like I never thought I'd be this person, but she can sleep in the bed with me. So I put her in the bed with me, and then during the night I woke up and I couldn't breathe properly. So I'm allergic to cats and I am allergic to dogs sometimes, but I got a cavapoo, so Bella, I called her Bella, and she was, I'm sorry, I've been talking about this whole story and I didn't even tell you her name, but I feel like when I say her name it makes me quite sad. I thought Bella can just sleep with me, and she was a Cavapoo, so that means she's half Cavalier King Charles and half Poodle. And poodles are meant to be hypoallergenic and they don't shed a lot, which is really good for people who usually have allergies. Now Bella did shed a lot, so when I used to have to brush her coat every day because it's quite curly, so I didn't want it to get tangled or matted, so I used to brush it daily, and she would shed loads, and I guess my skin was getting a bit itchy, so I was taking more antihistamines than I usually do, but I just thought maybe she's just settling in, it's fine. But when I woke up and I couldn't breathe properly and I had to use some medications because I was scared, and after that I was like, I can't even go to A&E because if something happens to Bella, no one's there to watch her at like 1 a.m. So I just stayed awake the whole night to make sure that nothing would happen to me, and I self-monitored, I guess, for like 6 hours after, like you're meant to. And then the next day I just thought I have to give her back because it's not really fair on her or me, because now I didn't want to pick her up because I was scared that I would be allergic to her. But then she's a puppy and she just wants lots of love and she wants cuddles and attention, and I was scared to give her that. So I called the breeders up and I explained what happened, and they said, oh, it's fine, you can bring her back and we can like sort everything out, don't worry. So apparently hypoallergenic doesn't mean that people can't be allergic to dogs. It is still possible for you to be allergic even if the dog is hypoallergenic. So I took Bella back the following Sunday. So I only had her like Thursday night, Friday night and Saturday night, so 3 nights, and I guess about 4 days. And when I took her back, initially she was just sat there really sad, but then she saw her other siblings because her siblings were still there, and then they had a little play and she was happy. So I felt a bit happier knowing that whoever's going to get her after, they're probably going to give her the love and attention that I couldn't. Maybe in the future, if I don't live alone, then I could always look to getting a dog again, because that person could help me in terms of like loving the puppy the way that I couldn't. So yeah, I had her for a little while, and I just wanted to share that story because I feel like sharing it might help me process it a bit better. Like I feel like I don't have a right to be sad or to complain or to do anything, because worse things are happening to people, and I guess it's only a puppy to some people, and I only had her for a short while, whereas people have their dogs for years and years. So I feel like I don't have a right to feel sad, but I still do, sadly, and it still sucks big time that I had to give her back because I really wanted to keep her. And I feel like even though it was for such a short period of time, like we'd already bonded, and when I took her back, when I came home, it was just sad. The house was really quiet because you couldn't hear her little feet prancing about, or when she used to chase her tail. So cute. So yeah, that's basically what happened with my puppy. Sorry if I'm rambling a lot, it's just I'm trying to process my thoughts as I talk, so it's quite jumbled, and because I didn't write any notes for this video, it's just whatever comes out of my mouth, so there's no structure to it. But yeah, that's basically what happened. I still have all her stuff in my house. Some of it I didn't even use, so I might return that, and then I might see if I can give the rest away, or maybe sell it on Facebook Market or something so someone else can use it because it wasn't even used. Or even the crate, she used it like what, 2 nights and that was it. So yeah, anyways, thank you so much for watching. Let me know if you have any comments or video suggestions. Don't forget to tap the like button because it really helps me out. Subscribe if you haven't already, and until next time, bye for now.